Hello there. What was that?
That was me telling you. I'm like your camera crew.
Whatever. We are assembling. There's a fly in my house. We are assembling straw topper molds today. I've been asked to do this live by a couple of members because some of the people didn't know how to assemble some of the straw topper molds that Glitter Craze has recently come out with. So I poured these with my fast set about 2 hours ago.
Hey, can I tell you something?
What?
Your shirt's wrinkly.
Why are you hating? This is your shirt, by the way.
My shirt that you're wearing is wrinkly.
Yeah.
You're supposed to have one job.
Your one job. Anyways, we're assembling straw topper molds. Don't mind my purple hair. In case any of you were wondering why I looked different. I toned it and used a little bit too much purple. So, yeah, I tone my naturally blonde hair about every week or so because it irritates me when it gets yellow. So.
Jesus fucking Christ. I'm sorry. I did not mean to say that out loud. But what just happened? What did you do? You just shot water every... No, stop. This is why we can't have nice things. You hit the wall.
I did. Shh, don't tell nobody.
Everybody, she needs help.
Whatever. Okay, so...
Hello, Valerie, Irma, Stacy. Everybody's watching. Hi, guys. We're doing straw topper molds today and how to assemble them. For those that are curious, she's got her molds already. She started working on these.
2 hours ago. 2 hours
You became
ago.
Scottish all of a sudden. I poured them about 2 hours ago.
2 hours ago, and now we're going to assemble them.
Hi,
together.
Suzette. Hi, Liz.
So this was poured with the
Hey,
fast
Stacy.
set. Obviously, because of course, if I used regular resin, I would not be able to be assembling these right now. These are my little straw topper turtle molds. Oh god, I broke his leg.
You're welcome, Robin. She says, yay, thank you. Hi, Jenny. She's so excited to finally get to watch it live.
Yay! Oh god. Oh.
You broke his leg?
I broke his leg. Okay. So this part, of course, is going to be a little bit... It's still bendy-y. Because...
It looks really thin.
Yeah, because it's not that deep on it.
Yeah, it's not very deep at all.
So, just pop him out of there. You gotta be gentle. Of course, I poured these like 2 hours ago too, so it's not like it had time to completely set. Oh god. Okay.
Hi, Kelly. She said, hey, guy.
Hi.
I don't know if that's directed towards me or guys.
Yeah.
I'm very literal when I read things. I'm sorry, guys.
Oh, God, I dropped a turtle. Okay, so these are my two little pieces. You saw I just pulled this out of this straw topper mold right here. There's a weed leaf on the back of my mold. So...
Sorry, Kelly. Like I said, I'm very literal.
I've got these little pieces. So I didn't fill it up above this little mid thing right here. I'm actually going to... The way I assemble these is I put them... They're still kind of tacky because I poured them so soon ago. Like I watched Tammy's lab and I was like, ooh, I'm going to do a lab about these tonight. Because I've had a couple of requests about them. So you're going to assemble them. You're going to line this little piece up on the back of the turtle. You're going to see there's a little space there for your straw. My turtle is still kind of tacky. So it's kind of sticking. Ooh, that one stuck good.
So that's one side. So as you guys can see, I don't know if you were able to see very well because of maybe camera angles or what have you. You got the one side here, the other side. Ooh, I can't point and camera direct at the same time. And then the middle portions here. So they're going to be actually fixed on the back. Hi, Lisa. We're safe and doing well. We don't have the corona.
And then all the riots. There was some riots in Savannah today, or yesterday. Everybody said they were peaceful riots. However,
They were actually protesting, which was nice.
Yeah.
In comparison to the quote-unquote riots that are
Riots,
supposedly going on.
So it's definitely a lot better. However, the
But we're doing well.
military got... One of my friends was going back to Swainsboro or Wrightsville, and they saw the GSP and Army tanks on I-16 headed downtown. So
Hey, Teresa.
I guess they were just preparing for that, but in case it got out of hand. But from what I understand, it didn't really get out of hand. So this one is stuck pretty good on there. If you pull your molds out when they're still somewhat tacky, you can stick them together like that. This side isn't sticking as well for me. And when I mean this side, I mean this right here, this other half of this little sea turtle. So I'm actually going to use, this is UV resin hard. I got this off of Amazon. I saw Tammy use this in one of her lives that she used, where she used this to stick rhinestones on her cup. So I'm going to use this. It doesn't take very much. I also have a little nail lamp over there that I bought recently off of Amazon. It was like 16 bucks. But it makes my life so much easier when I'm doing some of the shaker molds and things like that.
Yeah, I can imagine things are pretty crazy in New York. I mean, in North Carolina. I don't know why I said New York. We've been seeing, I guess, people talking about the riots. They're getting ready to come to Savannah. We just haven't heard about any of it. Thankfully, it's all been peaceful for the most part. Teresa, we are not in the military. My dad was a Marine, and my grandpa was in the Army. Great-grandpa was in the Army. I almost went in the military, but I didn't.
I did too, but I didn't weigh enough. This is a true story. I had to be a certain weight to join the military, and I couldn't reach that quota. So I'm just... This is like a stick that Cameron uses to fix iPhones. FYI, he also fixes all iPads and iPhones and things like that. So I stole this from him so that I can get the resin out of there.
I ordered them on eBay. They're just little
pick sticks,
yep,
for phone
pick
repair.
sticks.
So I'm going to place that there. And then I'm going to get some of this on this other side. I've already got some on the top side because that was a goof. And Epox put this stuff on that side first. So, putting that together. Make sure that your turtle shell is up where you can feel it, where it has most of the design on there. In this, I actually used Gem Series, I don't know how to say that word. Yeah.
Malachite.
Yeah, that thing. Sorry, I don't know how to say that. So I'm going to take it over here. And I've got my little thing set up here. So I'm going to make sure that my turtle's all nice and straight from the move. Because obviously I probably moved him around. Make sure all the parts... And you can also do this in a two-parter thing too.
Eye warning.
You could do the bottom... You could stick the bottom first and then do the top second. If you really wanted to make sure that everything was lined up. Me, I just have 4 slippery pieces in there. Trying to set all at once. Now, I do put it on 60 seconds for, I put it on there for two times, so 2 minutes, that I put that on there to make sure it sets very good. The back of the bottle says that you only have to do it for 30 seconds. However, I like to make sure that before I pull it out of there, that it's all stuck together and fused together like it's supposed to be. I also use this for my shaker molds. I know Glitter Craze has some awesome shaker molds coming, which I cannot wait. I ordered some of my other ones off of Etsy.
Valerie said thanks for making mistakes. It makes me feel better about my live on Wednesday.
Oh, what mistakes? I always make mistakes. I always break stuff. I'm going to do it one more time because it got done with that one. So I order most of my shaker molds off of Etsy, and when I get them, they're usually about 20 bucks plus shipping. Sometimes they're like 14 or so, plus shipping. They're a lot less expensive on the glitter craze. That's why I'm super stoked that they're getting so many new items in, like the rhinestones. I'm super excited about that. Shaker molds, because I hate buying from other places. I pay separate shipping on Etsy. Sometimes when I order, I had like 3 pounds worth of rhinestones come in today, and I ordered them no less than like 2 months ago. I was like, ooh, look, it's rhinestones. Why is this package so heavy? I really thought that it was going to be Cameron's package, but it was actually my package, full of rhinestones.
Hi, Janice.
So I'm super excited that they're going to start doing those. I'm also going to show you guys the little adapter that you can glue to the back of your molds that isn't a straw topper. Let me get this one out of here and see if it's set. So this is completely set. He's a little crooked because I was doing it on the fly, but he's still super cute. And then he just goes over your straw. I'm not going to put it on camera screen because I did that once the other day. My straw's too fat for it. I put one on Cameron's straw the other day and it like went into his drink. So yeah, my straw that I have now is a little bit bigger than it's supposed to be. So it just sits on your lid like that. Super cute. Very cute additive for a beach cup. I love the sea turtle. You can also make them glow with your glow powder.
Don't you have a beach cup?
Something like that. Yeah. Anybody wants this, I'm selling it at a very high discount. I don't want it anymore. It's brand new, never used. Someone ordered it and never came back for it, so someone else is going to get it at a very hefty discount. It's a zipper beach cup. So I also have this is the mini headband, Mickey headband straw topper mold. So this is how it looks once your epoxy's in there and you get ready to pop it out. You're going to pop out 2 different sides, and we're going to put them together exactly the same way. Now, in this one, I used the new Royal Series Kensington. It's very pretty. That's what's used in this one. I'm going to pop out this side.
It's cute.
It's very cute. So we're going to take some more of this UV resin right here, and I'm going to spread it on the little ears right there and down. You only really need to do it on one side to make sure that they stick together very well. So, and then I'm going to take this one, the top piece of it, and I'm going to put it together, make sure it's very straight, and I'm going to move it over here to my UV lamp again. Now this is just UV epoxy. I think that's what I typed in when I found it on Amazon. And we're going to let that set. And it's going to cook for a little while. The thing that I love about this epoxy resin so much is that I can glue them together super fast. You can do this with regular epoxy. It just takes a lot longer, and you have to keep it still, and so it doesn't slide around on the bottom piece, so it's not crooked. You have to keep it still a lot longer so that it fuses together exactly how you want it to. I also have this little Mickey hand mold. You'll see these. This is kind of like the turtle mold. I got this in my mystery box that I unboxed the other day. That fell out. So, he's got his little... I poured too much epoxy in. So, of course, he's got webbed fingers, which was totally my bad. And it's still pretty soft because I seriously did this at 7:30 or so.
It's 9:46 now.
Yeah, so it's still pretty soft. It hasn't set or anything like that. And this is kind of the best time to go in and
Hi,
trim
Deb.
up the fingers and things like that.
Good morning from Australia.
Ooh.
It is nighttime here.
It is. It is.
Yeah, that's our window. It's nighttime outside.
So I'm cutting his fingers apart.
Valerie says, "Love you, girl. Headed to bed early tonight. Early morning."
Have fun. I've got an early morning too. This is when I get to craft and finish up my cup orders. I have 2 kids and jobs and all that good jazz. You can see that my cup turners are completely full of orders. I've got a 12 cup turner and all of them but 1 is spinning.
Good night,
Or
Valerie.
2.
Hi, Judy.
Of them, but 2 is full.
Yeah, so you guys can get a chance to see. There's just a blue one.
That one's actually guitar and that one has some saying. I don't know what it is.
This is the chunky one she did from the other night.
Yeah, that was the one that I'm actually going to put stencil vinyl on, spray paint white, and turn it into a collage cup with some peekaboo on there. That is a black and red glitter cup. That one's going to be a Georgia Bulldogs cup for a girl.
That's
That
just
one's
blue.
just the blue one. It's going to be a grandfather's cup. This is the cup wrap that I did a few nights ago. I have epoxied it. I do have to add some words to it.
Valerie says she's got 12 turning tonight.
You go, girl. You rocking it out.
Tuesday said that purple's pretty.
Yes, that is Poisonberry from the Glitter Craze.
Hi, Carrie. Not Carrie Ann.
Carrie Ann.
Carrie Bird.
Ah.
Yeah, this is a... These
Hi, Carrie.
turners turn a little slower.
Yes, that one is Poisonberry. I'm still trying to cut these fingers apart.
This is the beach one that she's practically giving away.
Yeah, so if anybody wants a beach cup, message me. I'm practically giving it away. I just want to get rid of it. I'm tired of looking at it. It's not even... I gotta epoxy it one more time, but...
This is just a...
That one's going to be a sunflower cup. The bottom is actually Rumpelstiltskin. I don't even know if that was like a limited edition glitter or not, but I love it. It's got rose gold, gold, and silver in it.
Laura said, every time I do a solid, I see 2 pieces of lint that I can't avoid. Advice?
That is very hard, besides washing it down really good and making sure that you only touch it with gloved hands.
Valerie said it's pretty. Debbie said, do you have the attachment for making a straw topper from a non-straw topper?
Yes.
Not sure how to word that.
That's what I'm going to show you guys. I can't find my mold. I looked for it for a little while and I couldn't find it. I can go ahead and show you that. You can't really... I think I'm going to fill this mold in with the little hand marks. I'm probably going to fill that in with black glitter. So, this is the Badge Reel Flower mold. This is...
Valerie said the beach one's pretty.
Thank you. It's very pretty. I like it, but I don't want to keep it. I like my rhinestone cup. I use other cups, but I'm not a beach goer like that, I guess. I don't know. So, I'm going to use my UV resin. Once again, you can use regular epoxy, facet epoxy on this if you really wanted to. You don't have to use this. I think I got it off Amazon for maybe like 20 bucks.
Laura says she does use gloves, but says she wished men loved glitter.
I've had like a couple chunks of glitter. So this is just the little attachment that you get off the Glitter Craze. It's a straw topper attachment. And I'm just going to put it on there. And then I put the UV resin on the back of it. I'm going to put it under there and that bakes. I've had a couple customers that got like a piece of glitter in it or something like that. A lot of people understand that these are handmade, handcrafted cups, and they don't really complain about 1 or 2 pieces of glitter. Now, if I got a piece of glitter on my blue cup over here, I have gone in and touched it up, like put a spot of permanent marker over the glitter, and then spray seal it, and then epoxy back over it again. Even with this black one, you can do the same thing. I've done that actually a a good bit of times. A small little dot where a piece of glitter is, but most people don't worry about it. But if I'm shooting for perfection on a cup, I have done that before.
Deb said, have you done a live on offset for Maker Cricut? We haven't yet.
Not for
We
Cricut.
don't use Cricut. We have the Silhouette cameos. So we have the 2 and the 4. So we mostly use the Silhouette software. But
I do need to go in and see if I can figure out how to do the offset for the Cricut software. I've had a lot of people ask me questions about the Cricut software. And I just haven't had time to go in and actually download the software so that I can go in and work with it and try and see if I can figure it out. And I'm not really sure, maybe you guys can tell me if there's a huge difference between the, I guess the free version of Cricut software and like an upgraded version of the software. I don't know if it would be in there for me to be able to do the offset, or if that's only in the version that you have to buy. I know the Silhouette doesn't have the warp feature in the free edition. And there's some other features that it doesn't have in the free edition either, but once I bought the Business Plus or something like that, it gave me all of the options that I can actually use in there for tools.
Summer says I use a different app and upload it into it. So
That's a good idea. It's a very good idea.
Carrie says it's like 1,000 steps with the Cricut to do the offset.
Oh.
And Deb says I'm new to it all, so I have no idea.
So I've also wondered. So the other day, in my Jack Daniel's Whiskey Barrel tutorial, I did a link to the Silhouette software version of it, and then I also did a link to like the image of it, and somebody said that they were able to open it up into their design space and clean it up and trace it that way. So I'm almost wonder if it's easier, like when I do tutorials and things like that, if I upload the image with it already having an offset off to the side. I wonder if that would be easier for the Cricut users, because that's what I did do. I changed the colors to all black so it was easy for them to trace.
Thank you, Carrie.
And
She
then
said DS means design space.
Yeah.
I just didn't put 2 and 2.
So I'm wondering if that would be helpful too, because I have started uploading. I was just uploading the Silhouette software, but I've also started uploading the images that I post as a JPEG, so that you can just copy and paste it into your design space and then trace it.
Kelly says, do you know where to get the Jurassic Momosaurus artwork?
Oh, I have that. I can send that to you. Send me a PM. I have that. I've done a couple cups with that.
Laura says, to do offset, I duplicate and weld over and over again until I get the offset paint in the hoo-ha. Debbie said, do you watch Tammy's lives today? And did you see the dinosaur Peen family?
Yes.
Totally rolling on the floor laughing.
I saw that. Someone else was messaging me, and we were looking on Etsy trying to find them. And we actually saw a Penosaurus, or it was called, in quotes, Dickosaurus straw topper, and it was that little creature as a straw topper for your cup. I've never even heard of that before, and I've heard of some pretty bizarre things, and I had never heard of that before.
Judy says she couldn't get the studio image to cut clean off the Jack Daniels. And Deb says, I don't know if shadowing works.
I've never... Yeah, I need to get in there and start working on it and see if I can figure it out.
I wonder if you can copy and paste from
Google?
The Silhouette into the Cricut. Like, because if the Silhouette software is free.
Yeah, they could download the Silhouette software, copy the image from the Silhouette software that they have free.
What to play with it.
Paste it over to the design space. That's a possibility. That's how I get all my images off of Google. Is I go to Google, right-click the image, copy, go into my Silhouette software, right-click, and paste it, and it pastes it right there into my working space. So I almost wonder if you could, like, highlight, if you open it up in the Silhouette software, and then you select it all, and right-click, copy, can you paste it into your design space? That's an idea. That would be interesting. So, these are my little things I just made. So this one is stuck together. goes on top of your...
Hi, Sherry. She says, hi, pretty lady.
Hi!
Deb said, thanks for all your suggestions.
So that one goes on there like that. It's cute.
Hi, Allison. Hi from Houston.
Houston, Texas. So that one's that, and so this is the one that was a badge reel cover in the shape of like a daisy or something from the Glitter Craze. And I just put the little straw topper adapter onto the back of it. I just used the UV resin to put that on there, and so now it just slides onto your straw, and boom, you have a straw topper. Super easy.
Arlinda said from the free silhouette software, you can save it.
That would be cool.
Tori says, hi from Slap Out again.
I love that name. Love that name.
Was that Alabama?
Yes.
I think so, yeah.
But yeah, that's... Is there anything anybody else wanted to see me do?
This...
That was the straw toppers. You'll have to check out this mold. I'm going to give it to my best friend Heather. Yeah, we're the Heathers. It's a coffin, and it's full of weed leaves and hand-flicking birds and pee-pees and all kinds of stuff. It's super cool.
It's not wanting to focus.
Yeah. It's a little coffin mold. I'm going to turn this... Actually, we can do that now. I'm going to turn this into a straw topper. I wonder... It would fit well on a bigger straw. She doesn't have a skinny cup. I'm making her a skinny cup for her birthday, so... I'll turn this one.
Arlinda said you can save it as an SVG and upload it to Design Space.
There's an idea. I think I did save some of mine as an SVG when I posted it to the site. So we're gonna take another one of these little doodads, and I'm gonna put this stuff on the back of it. See, you can turn your shaker molds that aren't even straw toppers into straw topper shaker molds. So we're gonna put that right there.
Sherry says your gym cup. I want to make one for my daughter.
Yes, my rhinestone cup. It's my precious. I use it every day. It contains my alcoholic beverages for the day. So we're going to put that underneath my little lamp again. Turn it on. And that's going to bake just for a second.
Like
but
a
those
cookie.
adapters make it super easy for you to turn any of the molds into a straw topper mold. I've got a little bag of moldies over here. So like your little shirts that you can make with a nurse's initials or monogram or anything like that. You can turn this into a straw topper mold. The puzzle piece mold, I have that somewhere. I made a ton of those for one of my friends that works at the hospital. You can turn that into a straw topper mold. I used that mold of the puzzle piece to make the badge reel covers. But you can also turn that into a straw topper mold. Harry Potter head, I've done that one before. There's so many that you can do. Makes it to where you can pretty much make anything into a straw topper mold, which is
Sherry said yes. Can you tell me how you started the gym cup when you have time?
I started the gym cup. I laid. This is one that is not yet finished. The customer. This is the same customer that has that cup back there. That bailed out on me. So I kind of don't know what to do with it now. I guess I'll have to strip off the name. I really hate taking off all of these stones. But I always start from the bottom. I always put my vinyl where the name goes first. So you have like a stencil. I do the vinyl relatively a close color to the stones that I'm going to use for the name. And then once I do my name, then I go back and I start my stones on the bottom. The most important part is you want to make sure that your first row is straight, and you also, once they're still wet, you want to put them down, you want to put your cup down on your table so that you know that it's not interfering. It's going to push up just a little bit so that if it's hanging off the bottom too much, it's not going to keep your cup from sitting flush. So that's the biggest thing. your rows aren't always going to be as perfectly straight, especially when you get next to the name. And some of it, you know, it's not gonna, you're not gonna be able to fit a normal size stone like the rest of your cup up next to the name.
Jenny said, did you do a zipper wine tumbler a while ago? It looked like a woman's shirt unzipping with cleavage.
No, I did not. That was not me. But I saw that and I loved it. I've been thinking about making one of those for my boss. Super awesome cup. I cannot remember the name of the girl that did it or the woman that did it. Super neat idea. I would have never thought of that.
Lori said, did you get the pieces from Glitter Craze? And Marley says hi. Hi.
The pieces for the straw toppers, yes. It is a straw topper adapter mold. I can't find my mold right now. It's somewhere in that big tub of molds. I have a mold obsession, just like I have a Glitter Craze obsession. So I can't find it at the moment, but if you look up straw topper adapter mold on the Glitter Craze page, you'll see it, and it just looks like a little circle. A lot of people didn't know what it was at first, and so that's why I did want to bring to everyone's attention that you can use those to make normal molds into straw topper molds. So like this one, I just put that on the back of it, and it goes, so we're going to put it on Cameron's cup. So it goes like that, and it turns it into a straw topper. It turns anything into a straw topper.
And that's what the back of it looks like.
So it's very nice to have. I really like that mold.
I really feel like I botch your name every time you come on. I don't know if it's Hanny, but
I know her.
H-A-N-I.
She's my buddy. She makes straw topper molds. She makes straw topper molds.
I just hope I'm pronouncing it right, because I feel like I'm
She's super nice.
wrecking it every time. Deb says, are you going to the retreat?
I've had a lot of people ask me if I was going to the retreat. I don't know yet. I don't know that there's any spaces left in July. I know that Tammy had to condense down the retreat down to 15 people.
Oh, and Jana said, there's my glitter girl.
Yes, I'm your glitter girl. So I don't know that I'm going to the retreat. I don't think I'm going in July because I think all of the places are filled. I'm considering possibly going in October for the October one. It's right before my birthday, and I'll be 31. Boo. So I'm thinking about going then. I just don't know the dates, and I don't know hotels and all that kind of things and stuff like that. But
And she'd be flying for the first time. Don't let her.
I've never flown in I've never been on a plane before. So airports and planes are foreign language to me. I've only
Deb
ever
says
driven
she's
everywhere.
considering flying from down under. Flights and spots available for October.
Ooh, down under, like Australia?
Yeah, that's the girl from Australia.
That's so cool. I've seen people post pictures of Australia. And they're
Hanny
like,
said 30 is the new 20.
yes, 30 is the new 20. But I've seen people post pictures of like Australia, and like there's like kangaroos in their backyard. Could you imagine?
She
like,
said it takes 32 hours from Australia.
gosh.
Brittany said, where are you located?
I am in Savannah, Georgia. I'm outskirts of Savannah, Georgia. I'm stinking Rinkin. So I'm close to, I'm like, the next exit down is the Savannah, Pooler, Hilton Head Airport. So I literally could not really walk there, but Uber there for like, you know, it's like a 10-minute ride. I'm not very far from the airport at all. But I have heavily been considering going. I think it would be loads of fun. And all the people there crafting and having so much fun. It's going to be awesome, and the drinking.
I'm curious says I can't figure out how to make the Pokeball one work. My straw does not fit.
I don't have the Pokeball one. I thought that I got the Pokeball one. I went back and looked at my order, and I think it sold out before I bought it. So, total nerd here. I totally have the Eevee Switch game for Pokemon, and I think it sold out before I got to check out of my cart, if I'm not mistaken, when they first came out. So I don't have that one. I'm wondering, because I don't remember those ones being a 2-piecer. I think that the Pokeballs were
Deb said, yeah, kangaroos hop around the backyard. They're big.
I heard they'll kick you.
Tracy says she's going to Hilton Head Thursday.
Oh, you're not far. You're not going to be far from me at all.
And Brittany said flying is a lot of fun. She did a girls' trip to Las Vegas last November.
Invite me to your girls' trip to Las Vegas. I'm a hoot. So your Pokeball one, I got the soccer volleyball one or something like that. So this is the one that it's supposed to come with. Like, they're supposed to come as a set. You can also buy this one separately through the Glitter Craze. So once you make these little balls, you take them out of the mold and then you glue them on. You glue these two pieces together, like I just did with the headband, and then you put your balls on top of it. You put your balls on top of the piece that's like stuck together.
Why are you laughing?
Because I had to pull out the damn ball one. I don't know where the other one is. So, yeah, so you're supposed to get this one with the Pokeball and with the basketball and the softball and the volleyball. You're supposed to get this one with it. And your straw should fit with these two pieces. This part right here is square like that because it goes together like the headband mold. And that's where your straw is supposed to fit through. Yeah. Some straws are different sizes. Ooh, that just... okay. So, like, I just pulled my headband mold apart because the bottom didn't want to fit right there, but I just pulled it apart. Now, if it wouldn't have been, like... if it would have been set all the way, I probably maybe would have broke it. But, yeah, it's fine. So... those are super cute. I love straw topper molds. They're my favorite. They're my absolute favorite. Ooh.
Tracy says, love Savannah. Carrie says there are two pieces. I guess she's talking about the Pokemon.
Yes, the Pokeball and then
Then people started laughing because you said balls.
I couldn't help it.
Deb said balls and peony toppers. You and Tammy are hilarious. And Carrie said, I did. So do they go on the back of the straw part?
So this part is supposed to go together. Like, so this is supposed to line up together. And then your balls are supposed to go on the outside. So these two squares right here, the empty spaces, are supposed to go together to create the space for your straw. Yeah, that thing. I think I've done some other ones too. Like this one is the little germy splat thing. And they go together with a hole in the middle. No.
Don't.
Yeah. This is my first little turtle mold, and I made him wrong. I put too much epoxy in it, and it created a little... here, I might be able to break him. Maybe. Maybe not. Oh, yeah, there we go. So I put too much epoxy in it, and it created like a bridge over the two. And for it to create a big enough space for you to put your straw in the middle, you have to do them separately. Because you put it all the way out to the edge, and it creates a big enough space for your straw. Now, if they're together, that is not enough space for your straw, and I was a goofball and did it wrong the first time. But, of course, it's fixable because it's a super thin layer of epoxy that I did on the top like that. But
Carrie said, I got it. I was doing it to the ball. I was doing it, the ball was on one side and the Pokeball on the other.
gotcha.
She was confused about them at first. Because I know
balls
that
can be confusing.
yeah,
so,
I mean testicles, all,
you know, all balls.
all of them.
Yes, that definitely makes sense.
It confused her at first because she sat scratching her head for the longest time. Because I don't know that yours came with the actual ball part, right? Are they this?
No, all of them come with the ball. So this one's separate. So this is one that you can also... I haven't poured this one yet. This is one that you can also turn anything into a straw topper as well. So you can take this flower mold and, you know, the mold comes out and you put these two pieces together. So this is one piece and the other piece, and you put these two together with this empty space right here together to create space for your hole, for your straw. And then you can, you know, put a flower on top or You can put a shaker mold on top on each side of it. You can really do whatever you want. This is another option for turning anything into a straw topper mold. So it's definitely a plus. Get off your phone. Thanks.
You're welcome.
You're the best. So yeah. They're super easy. I don't know if anybody got the mold to do the ear savers for the masks, but I made all these. I made most of them with like my extra epoxy. And that's what I do with the little adapters to turn them into straw topper molds. I just use these with my extra epoxy. If I have extra epoxy in a cup, I'll just pour it into these little molds, and these are so small that you just need a tiny amount of epoxy to fill them. So they're very beneficial to have, as well as these little ear saver molds. These go on the back of masks. I have a lot of friends that work at the hospital, so I plan on giving them to them because I know their ears have to hurt from wearing the masks so frequently. So I plan on just giving them, donating them to the hospital. I dropped everything. So I can help some people out. A lot of my customers are nurses and work at the hospital and things like that too.
Carrie says she was doing it all the wrong way. She appreciates it. Hanny said, my Mickey head straw topper came out so weak from the middle. My 17-month daughter bent it from the middle and broke it.
Ooh. Maybe you can do another layer of, put it back in, well, I guess if you've already fused them together. I was going to say, if you hadn't already stuck them together, maybe you could do a thicker layer of epoxy over the straw topper piece. That's an idea. As you guys can tell, I love the skull mold. These are all my skulls. I have some more, but my son stole them and started to run around with them. I like those. Those all go on top of my I usually have a black one. There it is. To go with my dark soul, I usually have a black
Where
one.
am I at?
So yeah, I have another one setting now with some glow in the dark.
She says that a glow in the dark.
This one is not. This one's actually the new Diamond Series Sea Breeze, I think it's called.
Brittany said, dang kids are always stealing my stuff too.
Yes, Diamond Series Sea Breeze. It came out in the new subscription box. I love the color. It's very pretty. I probably could have mixed some glow-in-the-dark powder in there and made it super cool, but I forgot. So that's what this one is made out of too, the Sea Breeze. I want to figure out a way to be able to add like some epoxy in the middle to show off the middle part of it so you can see that it's a flower. I've just got to figure that out. Yeah, I'm thinking maybe flipping it over backwards in the mold, which I can't find right now. Oh, it's right there. Like, it's sticky. Like flipping it over that way in the mold. If you can get it to go back in that way, probably not. And then like filling it in with a different color. Oh, there we go. So you put it in with the opposite direction of how you originally poured it, and then maybe pours a different color in the middle, so it goes to so you can see the leaves and things like that of the petals of the flower. I've been thinking about that one for a while.
Brittany said hers aren't little anymore. Some of our kids are 12 and 18.
Yeah, I have an 8-year-old and a 1-year-old. And the 1-year-old is bad. When I say bad, like he's bad. He thinks it's fun to Superman off of the couch.
Gloria just said just brush pigment in there.
That's true. You're so smart, Gloria. Look at you. I can definitely do that. Especially if... So, Tammy has the new chrome pigments. That would be very pretty in there. That would be very pretty. So, but yeah. Super cool. Turn anything into a straw topper mold, and how to put together the turtle mold. I also got another straw topper mold. I think it was... I don't remember what it was. It's somewhere.
Hanny says she uses acrylic paint.
That's a good idea too. But yeah, Tammy has tons of new straw topper molds. Straw topper molds are my favorite. I like to gift them with my cups to people. It makes them feel like they got a little free gift when it was really just like extra epoxy and some glitter that you just dumped in there.
Brittany says, well, they're actually 4 kids, 18, 15, 14, almost 12.
Ooh, girl. Praise your soul. I could not make it.
Yeah, that means they were like 5, 2, and 1. You know what I mean? Like they were really close together there for a little while.
Yeah. I couldn't do it. I just can't. I couldn't do it. No. I told Cameron I'm done. I'm done having kids. I'm like, when I deliver my babies, I'm like 120 pounds full term, like going in for a C-section. Like, I'm done. My body can't take it. I'm done. My body doesn't like pregnancy. So, he wants more babies. It ain't happening for me, no.
I told her it's fine.
Yeah, he said it's fine. He got tired of being in the hospital with me, so, you know, they were always having to stop labor. I'm one of those people that apparently just has contractions because it's fun, I guess. I don't know. But yeah.
Carrie says she makes initial keychains.
Yes, that's a
with her
good
extra
thing
one.
too. Initial keychains. They have like these. I saw Tammy with her little peen straw topper. She had like super in a keychain. It had super cute like a little heart and stuff. Her hardware for her keychains is very cute. I don't know where to find them like that, but
Deb from Australia says she had an 11-pound, 4-ounce baby.
oh girl, no.
He's 12 now and almost 6 foot is what she said. Brittany says she was in college, also graduated with the oldest 3 under 5 with a 3.7 and worked full time.
Whoa, you go, girl. No. Kudos to y'all. Y'all are some strong individuals. I did college for a while. I went for a lot of different things, but it was hard to be a mom, and I did online school, and I also worked a full-time job. It was difficult. It's very difficult. My kids require a lot of my time, and so does my work require a lot of my time, and then my cups require a lot of it as well. So, and then my house just kind of gets whatever's left over. So, yeah, kids are a full-time job. Anybody that tells you anything else they're a damn liar. They're a liar. So, but yeah, I love my kids. They're bad, but I love them. So, but yeah, that's all my molds and straw toppers, and that's how I put them together. Super easy, super fun. Tammy's getting some shaker molds like these, so you don't have to pay $20 on Etsy. I had to have it. So they're gonna be a lot more cheaper with Tammy. I'm super excited about that. Rhinestones coming in. She has so much more stuff coming in. I'm so excited. But if you guys have any other questions about your straw topper molds, I'm glad we fixed that issue with the Pokeball. Feel free to inbox me. A lot of people sent me friends requests today. I posted in Tammy's live saying that I'm more than happy to accept friends requests for anybody that's inside of the group. I know that when we're friends, you can see when I go live in the group, you can see my posts in the group, it notifies you for everything. So if you like watching my lives and you want to see more of them and get notified when I do a live, feel free to send me a friends request. If you have any questions, feel free to send me a friends request. I'd be happy to help you in any way that I can. And for now, I will see you guys later. Bye!